Okay, thank you guys for coming to Baby Bump Business. I'm so excited about this event. You guys have no idea. Like, I've been looking forward to it all week. Diana is so inspirational. I cannot wait to hear her share her story and her passion. But to start, I'm going to share a little bit about our business and what it is and all of that. So you have a pretty good idea, background of what it is she's talking about. But the very first thing that I wanted to make sure everybody knew is that this is not a recruiting call that we just try to bring a bunch of people into. Juice Plus as a whole, 90% of our business is customer based, and so we're not one of those companies that just goes out to just find a bunch of people to hawk a product. We're actually very choosy. So if you're on this call, it's because Diana sees something very special in you and she wanted to share this specifically with you. This is not something that we do for everybody. So feel good about that because that's pretty amazing. So I was first introduced to Juice Plus 5 years ago, almost exactly 5 years ago. And I was a brand new mom. I had a 4-month-old, and I just really needed a lot of help in the nutrition department. I was always a very healthy eater before I got pregnant, and then kind of went off the deep end during pregnancy, and then needed a lot of help getting back on track afterwards. When you're postpartum, it's a whole new world. It was a whole new world for me. I didn't really know how to navigate it. And thankfully I heard about Juice Plus and that it was a one simple change. It was something I could add into what we were already doing as I was starting to build some new healthy habits. It drastically improved my health, my husband's health, and our baby's health into now she's a thriving, veggie-loving, vegan 5-year-old. And the business side really helped me get some of myself back, because when I became a mom, it was like, great, I'm a mom now, I'm a wife, like, where is me? Where do I have my sense of fulfillment? Where's my joy coming from? And the business has really been instrumental in helping me feel like a normal person again, with their own interests and their own accomplishments. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys because I think it's so important for moms to really feel like they have something of their own. My one call to action after this is to really ask Diana questions after this event, because I'm not going to be able to tell you everything there is to know about this opportunity or this company or these products, but Diana can answer the specific questions that you have. And so there is no question that's off limits, and ask her the really tough ones, the really skeptical ones, because we all have those. My husband's closing the door. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys because I want to go through some of these points that you need to really research and be comfortable with when you're looking at a business. So I'm going to share my screen. All right, so we'll do desktop. Okay. All right, so do you guys see this? It says the perfect business. Give me a thumbs up if you see it. All right, awesome. So this is a team member of ours found these Dow theory letters outlining the perfect business, and we just looked at it and thought, oh my, that's Juice Plus. It's amazing. So this is what we're going to go through. These are all the components that you really need to look for when you're thinking about joining a venture. So it needs to be a global market. Juice Plus is in over 20 countries worldwide. And this is amazing because most companies have set territories and you're only allowed to do business in those territories, which kind of stinks because social media brings us all together and Juice Plus allows us to make a difference in all of those different countries. You need to have a product that everyone needs. Everyone needs fruits and vegetables. I don't care how many fruits and vegetables you need more. Because they do such amazing things for the body. And let's face it, we don't get 10 servings of fruits and vegetables in a variety of colors that are raw and organic every single day. If you do, hallelujah to you, because I don't know how you do it. Juice Plus is safe for everyone. My daughter started taking it, which was getting it through breast milk at 4 months old. She started eating it at 8 months old. You eat it the rest of your life. It's completely safe. You can never overdose on Juice Plus like you can with multivitamins. And the quality of our food is just decreasing around the world. And so anything that you can do to add more protective nutrients into your body through Juice Plus is going to help you. It helps everyone, whether they know it or not. Fruits and vegetables help prevent disease, and we're in a disease-ridden world. And so if we can help people with that and help them live longer, more vibrant lives, I don't know what's more important than that. You need a business that can't be copied. Okay, hopefully my screen will show the rest of this. You need a business that can't be, or a product that can't be copied. Juice Plus is the most thoroughly researched nutritional product in the world. We have over now 30 research studies that show that Juice Plus does amazing things for the body. It does what fruits and vegetables do for the body. Okay, let me see if I can bring this up because I want to make sure that you guys see this whole picture. So PB1, come on. We want you to update. Okay, maybe that's the end of that one. And then also low overhead. So you don't need any large inventory. I know that this was a concern of Diana's when we first talked to her about Juice Plus. So she's like, I don't want to buy a lot of product. You don't have to buy anything. All you do is buy what you're going to consume as a family. You can buy samples if you'd like to, but it's definitely not required. You don't have any high-priced employees. You don't have advertising budget. Your advertising are the words that come out of your mouth, pretty much. And you don't have really any expenses to do this business because all we do as Juice Plus distributors is share our story and share information that's already on the internet through our website and through our resources. It's a very small investment. So you're looking at a $50 annual fee, and other fees that are like $10 a month include your website and virtual office, and all of those are write-offs. And our biggest saying is, if you can't afford $50 a month or $50 a year to make what could be a part-time, full-time income, then you need this because it's going to help you add more money into your budget to do all the wonderful things that you want to do. I know for me, that initial fee was like a drop in the bucket because I'm like, well, that's going to pay me back for whatever I'm, spending on Juice Plus for my family. And that's where a lot of people start, is they just want to get their Juice Plus for free. And so it's a really great way to just share with a couple people, see, how it feels, and then let it go wherever it's going to go. Cash billings. Again, with a small investment, you don't have to worry about, oh, well, I can't, do this because I don't have the cash to put into it. Really, it's just you find the time, and you can do this business in as little as 10 to 15 minutes a day. Minimal regulations. This is great because Juice Plus takes care of all the regulations. They take care of what countries we go and expand our market into. They give us a very simple, tried and proven system. And we just go out there and share with the world and be an inspiration and model a lifestyle that can really help people. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. You're going to get a fabulous training from Diana and her upline. So it's very, very simple to do. All right, last one. Portable. This is my favorite thing about this business because I'm a mom, I'm busy, I don't want to be tied up at home, I want to get out of the house, and I can do everything in this business from my phone. Literally everything. From sharing to inputting orders to following up to doing it. I can do one of these Zoom calls on my phone in my car if I have to. So it's amazing. You can work your business anywhere. You can go on vacation. It's one of the things that always blows everyone's minds is I make more money when I go on vacation because I'm meeting people that I don't normally see on a daily basis. So every time I go on vacation, my income increases, and then I get to write that vacation off because I did business. It's like the most amazing thing. I love it. Every vacation we've been on in the past 5 years have been written off. It's amazing. Intellectual needs. You're going to hear this over and over again with Juice Plus. We always say this business is actually, it's a course in personal development, cleverly disguised as a business. You will grow so much as a person and learn so many skills and techniques to live a better, more fulfilling life and make an income somehow off of it. It's amazing. I've seen so many of my friends and team members grow as leaders, and they never thought that they were leaders. I'm actually one of those people. Whenever I talk to my mentors, I always say, I don't know how to lead. And they always say, you're leading. You think that you aren't, but you are. And it's crazy to see that, it's a lot of times moms think that when you become a mom, that's the only thing that you can do at that time, and you have to give up on everything else. But that's not true. You can still grow as a person and still be a fabulous mom and still grow professionally and personally. Time freedom, being your own boss. It's amazing not having to ask for time off. My husband's in the military, so he gets a lot of 4 days. And, when we have PCS season, it's nice to not have to ask someone to have the time off to spend time with him when he has time, because he doesn't always have time. Making your own hours. This is so great because during the daytime, my kid we want to go to the playground, and we want to go to the children's museum. We want to go do things. And then I can do my business, when she's, I don't know, playing with her Legos. When she has time that she doesn't need me, or she's happy playing on her own, that's when I can build my business. And it's that flexibility is just priceless. Exponential growth. This is so great because there's no cap on your potential. There's nobody telling you what you're worth, what your output is worth to them as far as salary and income. If you want to, make $40,000 a month, you can make $40,000 a month if that's the amount of work that you want to put in. If you want to make, $500 a month, then that's great. It's totally up to you, however much you want to put into this business. You can compress a lifetime's amount of work into 3 to 5 years because we have residual income. So you can do a lot of work in the beginning and set up this foundation of income that's going to be what we call our retirement fund. We always say Juice Plus is going to keep us traveling for the rest of our lives. We're not going to have this set bank account that we're just going to be pulling money out of, because Juice Plus is going to help us live and retire the way that we want to. So that is the perfect business. And I love that Juice Plus falls into all those wonderful categories. And so now I get to share and let the perfect person share her story with all of you guys. All right, so Diana is, I'll tell a little bit about Diana. When I first met her, I met her through Meredith, who is also here. She's snuggling with her little boy over there. Meredith is my neighbor, and she went to church with Diana, and I believe that's how you guys met. And I got to meet Diana through, I want to say it was I know we did something I think at your house.
We went to Pattaya. I think Pattaya might have been the first time I met.
Really? Okay.
Maybe.
It was Bible study at Brees house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yes, that's where it was. And from the get-go, she's always just been so generous and so loving and so caring. And I will never forget, I once asked Diana to watch my daughter for me. Not only did she come and watch my daughter for me, but she brought her husband, and then they wouldn't let me pay them because they said that they wanted to bless us as a family by doing that for us. And that is Diana. Like, she just wants to bless people, and she wants to be a light in their lives. And I just can't think of a better person to share this information with you and share her story with you. So Diana, I'm going to let you take it away.
Okay. Well, I saw that my mom and my sister-in-law came on too, so that's exciting. Welcome, Mom, because I know she's at work right now. So first off, I realized I kind of have two Juice Plus stories because I started twice. I started and then I stopped and then I started again. Meredith's laughing at me. So whenever I first moved to Washington, that's kind of whenever a lot of you already know, like, I started working out more with my husband, and we ate pretty healthy. Like, I would say we did. But we went out to eat and we cooked like heavier meals, I would say. And I always thought that eating healthy was snacking all day, like a yogurt and then like chips and a sandwich and then eating like a huge full dinner. So, I remember I had really bad anxiety for a long time. Like, I've always kind of been like that and felt tired a lot. Like, I started waking up in the middle of the night ever since I got married, which is super weird. I was really unmotivated, I would say, to go to the gym, and just kind of felt dragged down, like dirty inside because I wasn't eating super healthy. And Meredith, I actually knew her kid first at church, and I ended up seeing her at a group. And I was like, oh, I know that kid. And then I ended up being friends with Meredith. And Meredith, I think she started telling me about Juice Plus because she was giving it to her kids. And I was like, oh, there's a fruit snacks. Those look so good because we have Chewies too. And every time I would watch Asher, like I would just stare up at those gummies up on top of her fridge because they're so good. But she started talking to me about Juice Plus, and because she knew her and I both would like exercise together and work out. And I would say, I don't know if Meredith knows, but it probably took me five months or so to just believe her because I kind of thought it was all crap. I'm not going to lie. Like I really did. I thought, well, I eat fruits and vegetables. You know, I'm pretty healthy. I mean, I'm working out. I don't see why I need to pay money to put more fruits and vegetables. I could just buy more. So for a while, like Ryan and I had talked about it, working it into our budget and everything, just to see. So Ryan finally agreed to it, and he was like, well, I'm tired all the time and I feel terrible. And if she says it's going to help me recover, because I think she talked to Ryan about it. So he's like, we'll just give it a try, whatever. We'll just split it. We'll half dose it, save money. Like we'll just do whatever and see if it actually works. So I would say within probably like the first thing that I noticed was, hi Asher, was I was like more regular. My body felt more regular, which was a big thing for me. And then after taking it for a while, I started to notice that I was sleeping a lot better. Like I didn't wake up as much. I fell asleep a lot easier. It would usually take me about hour and a half, and I just flop around and get mad at Ryan because he'd fall asleep faster than me. And I was working out a lot. I was doing like an Arnold Blueprint bodybuilding program at the time. So I was just really tired a lot and like sore, like super sore. Started eating a little bit healthier. But once we started Juice Plus, I remember Ryan came up to me and was like, am I the only one that doesn't take naps anymore? Like, have you noticed? And I was like, yeah, I guess. Like, we don't really nap anymore. You're right. Like, I wouldn't describe it as like, oh, I'm super energetic. Like, wow, like I'm crazy. It wasn't like that. It was just, I felt like I wasn't as tired. I recovered a lot faster. Like, I wasn't as sore. Just, I started drinking more water. We started, I think as we were already making a healthier choice, we just started being healthier in general because we just felt better about it. So that was really big for me. And then at one point, like we moved here and I started working at GNC. So I was like, I'm going to do a bodybuilding show. So I started working at GNC and then I started putting all my money into supplements like pre-workout, aminos, fat burners, like whey protein, everything. And like I felt really good. I mean, I felt good because I was taking all this caffeine, all these stimulants, like getting crazy. And I had a hernia, which I posted this the other day. And I went to the doctor and to get tested. So I got blood work and stuff. And he was pretty much like, I don't know what you're doing, but your bun levels are really high, which just means that my kidneys weren't functioning properly. So that kind of like freaked me out a little bit because I've never been told that I had like a problem. So after that, I actually stopped taking pretty much everything. And then once I got all my certifications and everything, I started looking into actually what's in supplements and from working at a supplement place. And I told Ryan that I started to feel really guilty about selling people, like pushing products on people at GNC. Because people think that direct sales is different than working in a store, but it isn't. I mean, because at GNC, I had to push things on people and make stacks. So, I mean, I was selling people like fat burners, multivitamins, and I ended up having a lot of conversations with people that kind of opened my eyes to that I was throwing my money in the garbage for stuff that my body didn't even know how to break down. Like I didn't even have the ability to break down these synthetic vitamins. And I was taking a protein. I bought it when I was pregnant that I found out had heavy metals. My doctor was like, stop, like you can't take that. So everything I tried to find for being pregnant, my doctor is like, you don't need to take that. That's pointless. So, and I know like my sister-in-law is pregnant right now too. And we always talk about how we can't eat enough vegetables. Like fruit I'm kind of good with, but I still don't eat a variety. So that's when I started taking Juice Plus again, like 5 weeks ago. And everyone knows that I've had a pretty miserable pregnancy. And so about 5 weeks ago, I found my Juice Plus. Like, I found a box I had from last year, and it hadn't expired. And I was like, well, I'm just going to start taking it. And I honestly have no GERD anymore, which is like acid reflux. I haven't napped. I napped one day because I exercised twice, but I don't nap anymore at all. I have zero pain whatsoever. Like, I don't have headaches anymore. And I mean, I'm always scared I'm not getting enough vegetables, especially for the baby. And whenever I asked my midwife, she said that everything I was doing, everything that Juice Plus had, was fine for her. And I even looked at the pregnancy studies. It said that, like, babies were being born at a better birth weight. They weren't born prematurely. They had like, man, there was like a lot in there, actually. It was really surprising. Basically, like, 0 of the babies were premature and 0 of them had preeclampsia. It just kind of blew my mind. So I knew I wanted to not go back to work with the baby, but I knew I also didn't want to be that annoying person that was like, you know, when I did Mary Kay, like, here, buy this. Like, I want to make money. I just want to, like, make money off this. Because people don't, I wanted something that people actually needed. And as a trainer, I wanted to be able to suggest something to someone that I actually believed in, instead of selling it to make a profit, or instead of selling it for the wrong reasons. So Meredith actually slapped me upside the head when I told her I was going to go with a supplement company. And then when Ryan and I had talked about it, I just felt like morally better about a product that I know is research, that is safe for literally any age group, is free for kids, because I know so many people that have kids, and they actually care about you. Like, we're not trying to sell you a product. We're trying to sell you a lifestyle, like a whole change in your life. So eating more fruits and vegetables, I mean, changing everything about your life, like how you exercise, how you sleep, how much water you drink, how you plan your day. So it's not just about giving you a product. It's about giving you the tools in your toolbox to have a healthy lifestyle, which completely fit with my type of attitude and everything that I've seen. And now all these things that I know that people are doing and spending money on, that's actually not good for you. It was just really inspiring to me. So that's why I'm like 4 days away from my due date, and I'm still obsessed with telling everyone. Like, I've been going to my neighbors and like, hey, I'm gonna have a meal prep class once my baby's out, so I'm just gonna strap it on, and we're gonna cook some food together. So it's been really, that's me. I mean, it's been really awesome for me, and it takes a lot to convince me of something, and especially from seeing how it changed my husband, because could be a big whiner and he's a lot of health problems. So from seeing a change in him too, it also helped reinforce that it's not just in my head. Like, it really is working, and it literally is fruits and vegetables. It's not a supplement, which is even better. So that's a little bit about me.
I love it. Thanks, Diana. Oh my gosh, I always love hearing your story, because I learn something new every time. And it's so funny because I keep thinking of, you know, like, you're so on fire right now and so passionate while you're pregnant. And when that little baby comes, it's going to be such a blessing for you to raise him or her in this lifestyle. It's been one of my biggest, like, gratitude things, that my daughter has grown listening to me talk about whole food nutrition and long-term health and being vibrant and having vitality and helping people, you know, get off blood pressure medications and make real change, because she doesn't focus on the looks, you know, like other kids start thinking about it. But they're starting to think about that at like 5, 6, 7 years old. I don't want her worrying about looks and her waistline and all that stuff. What I want her to worry about is, what are you putting into your body that's going to help you live long and have energy and and be a healthy person. And, you know, it's such a great lifestyle for the family. You know, being able to bring my daughter to the conferences. We have 2 conferences a year. And so I've been able to take her now to Nashville and to Phoenix, Arizona. And she gets to like run around with kids, and the Juice Plus staff like loves on them, and, you know, gives them, they do like they play Duck Duck Goose at conference. Like, I just can't even imagine. We have like all these really important speakers come in to talk to us, and then over in the corner you see like all these kids playing Duck Duck Goose and doing jumping jacks and like, doing all this fun stuff together. It's just an amazing community to raise your kids in, to really have them have that set foundation. So we have less than 9 minutes to go. Does anybody have any questions that you want to present to the group that we can all answer? I'm sure you have a lot of questions for Diana afterwards, but if you have any questions now, feel free to unmute yourselves. If you can't unmute yourselves, just wave your hand and I'll unmute you. We'll answer some questions. There's no silly question, believe me. I asked them all when I first started. Who's Ashley? Is that your sister? Because is that your maiden name?
That's my maiden. Yeah, that's my sister-in-law. She's not naked anymore.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Do you want to be unmuted? Do you have any questions, Ashley? Do you want to be unmuted? I talk to you all the time.
None that I can think of right now.
Okay.
I had one and I forgot it. I should have wrote it down.
That's okay. Diana's really great about responding, so you can.
I'll ask her later.
I'm going to stop the recording, and that way we can have people can feel more comfortable asking questions too.